In August 2023, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ordered an indefinite suspension of all 22 reclamation projects in Manila Bay. This decision was taken to allow for a comprehensive review of the environmental impacts and legal compliance of these projects, which collectively represent an estimated investment of $397 billion. The reclamation projects involve extensive land development along the bay's 190-kilometer, 118-mile coastline, which spans the densely populated Metro Manila region and several neighboring provinces. The suspension marks a pivotal step in reassessing the balance between development and environmental preservation. The reclamation projects have sparked significant opposition from environmental groups and local communities. Protests have highlighted concerns about potential damage to marine ecosystems and the disruption of livelihoods for those dependent on the bay. These concerns are highlighted by the 2008 Supreme Court order, which remained critical backdrop to the debates surrounding Manila Bay's future. The government's actions are now under close scrutiny as stakeholders demand greater accountability and environmental responsibility. To address these pressing concerns, a team of experts, including oceanographers, geologists, and climate change specialists, has been tasked with reviewing the cumulative environmental impact of the reclamation projects. This scientific evaluation aims to ensure that the planned developments do not further degrade the bay's fragile ecosystem. The results of this review will play a role in shaping the Philippines' approach to balancing economic growth with environmental sustainability. Among the suspended projects, the Pasay Harbor City project, which involves reclaiming 265 hectares in Pasay City, and the Pasay 390 hectares project, a partnership between the Pasay City government and private entities like SM Prime Holdings Inc., have drawn particular attention. Both projects exemplify the scale of the proposed developments and the environmental challenges they pose. Despite the suspension of these reclamation initiatives, the challenges facing Manila Bay remain substantial. Pollution, ecological degradation, and the need for sustainable development demand coordinated efforts from government agencies, environmental experts, and local communities. The United States has raised significant concerns regarding the environmental and geopolitical implications of the reclamation projects in Manila Bay. In a statement, the U.S. Embassy in Manila expressed deep apprehension about the potential long-term and irreversible damage these projects could inflict on the environment. The embassy highlighted the vulnerability of Manila and surrounding areas to natural hazards, warning that the reclamation efforts could undermine resilience to such threats. Moreover, the projects were flagged for their potential negative impacts on marine ecosystems, local commerce, and the livelihoods of coastal communities. A particularly contentious issue is the involvement of the China Communications Construction Company, a firm blacklisted by the United States in 2019. The U.S. Department of Commerce added the firm to its entity list due to its role in constructing militarized artificial islands in the South China Sea, restricting the company's trade with American firms unless granted a special license. The suspension of the reclamation projects highlights the Philippines' recognition of the need to prioritize environmental preservation and sustainability amidst its developmental ambitions.
This process can take some time.
The ongoing review of the Manila Bay reclamation projects, led by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DENR, aims to ensure compliance with environmental regulations and the conditions outlined in their Environmental Compliance Certificates, ECCs. Scheduled for completion by the end of 2024, this review prioritizes ongoing projects like the Pasay Harbor City project, which involves reclaiming 265 hectares, and the Pasay 390 hectares project, a collaboration between the Pasay City government and SM Prime Holdings Inc. These projects, part of a larger initiative with a staggering total investment of $397 billion, are already impacting Manila Bay's 190-kilometer, 118-mile coastline, which spans metropolitan Manila and nearby provinces. Environmental groups and local communities have strongly opposed the Manila Bay reclamation projects, voicing concerns about their potentially irreversible environmental impacts. Organizations like the Kalikasan People's Network for the Environment and the Save Our Shores movement have led protests, emphasizing the destruction of critical ecosystems such as mangroves, seagrass beds, and seabeds caused by dredging. These campaigns have brought significant attention to the environmental and social costs of the projects, rallying support for their suspension.